Neil Young has just demanded that Spotify remove his music from their platform because he was upset that they've allowed Joe Rogan to spread what he believes is vaccine disinformation. The songwriter said in a letter to his manager and record label that they would have to choose between him or Rogan. For those of you who don't know, Joe Rogan signed a $100 million deal with Spotify that gave them exclusive streaming rights to the Joe Rogan Experience. Recently, he has been heavily criticized for his views on the vaccines, and over the last month, many people in the media have been calling Rogan a menace to public health. In a since deleted letter that was originally posted to the blog on his website, Neil took aim at Joe and said, "With an estimated 11 million listeners per episode, JRE, which is hosted exclusively on Spotify, is the world's largest podcast and has tremendous influence. Spotify has a responsibility to mitigate the spread of misinformation on its platform. Though the company presently has no misinformation policy, I want you to let Spotify know immediately today that I want all my music off their platform. They can have Rogan or Young, not both. I'm doing this because Spotify is spreading fake information about vaccines, potentially causing death to those who believe the disinformation is being spread by them. Please act on this immediately today and keep me informed of the time schedule." Young's work is currently released through Reprise Records, and this letter, as I mentioned earlier, was addressed to his manager Frank Gironda as well as Tom Corson from Warner Records. His manager Frank confirmed the letter's existence after it was deleted and told the press, "It's something that's really important to Neil. He's very upset about this disinformation." He then added that him and Tom are in talks right now to try and figure this all out. And the letter was posted to the Neil Young archives on Monday afternoon, but as of writing this right now, the link has still been broken. According to his manager, though, he said he wasn't sure as to why the letter would be down. And it could honestly just be from heavy site traffic, or perhaps Neil regretted what he was saying. Right now, though, Neil Young has just over 6 million followers on Spotify, so that would be a huge number for him to just walk away from. But with Joe Rogan pulling in, like he said, 11 million people per episode, it's more likely that Spotify is going to decide to keep backing Joe Rogan and just let Neil go on his own way. This is not even the first time that Neil has been upset with his music being associated with something. In 2020, he sent another open letter to Donald Trump and demanded that he stop playing his music at his rallies. In the letter, Neil stated that he would not sue Trump because he was in charge of the COVID-19 response in the US. However, a month later, he went against that word and did end up suing him anyways. In a complaint that was filed in a New York federal court, a representative filed a lawsuit that said Neil, in good conscience, cannot allow his music to be used as a theme song for a divisive, un-American campaign of ignorance and hate. Now, Neil has apparently sold off 50% of the worldwide copyright and income interest in his music catalog in 2021, a deal that reportedly earned him $150 million US. Although this also raised some questions as to whether or not his music would begin to appear in places against his will. He's never licensed his music for use in advertisements before, but I don't know how this would affect Spotify's decision if Neil doesn't even really own the rights to his music anymore. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.